During the second half of my live tweeting experience, I've observed that my future thinking and analysis of the films watched has led me towards a trend of exploring how plausible and already present many technological innovations are. This included things like the AI of Robot and Frank, already available in Japan, as well as virtual reality from Ready Player One already existing. This thought process also led me to exploring cybernetics in Alita Battle Angel and the plausibility of separating the brain from the body. When it comes to the representation of the future versus reality, many of these films depict a future that is not far off the present day. My tweets continued to use Wendell Bill's concepts of probable and possible futures from the first half of the semester, and my conclusions were that the majority of these films and the technological advances they forecast could be plausible. While not always explicitly stated, many of my tweets also alluded to the idea of the Anthropocene, which is something especially relevant to my digital artifact. While I could have done a better job to relate this specific concept to my tweets more explicitly, this can be seen more clearly in a couple of tweets from Don't Look Up and Ready Player One. I also looked at the dystopian wastelands and or cities presented in these films, and their relation to Danny Cavallaro's comment on cyberpunk, the sublime and unrestorable ruins. Looking at these images of the future and concepts has also led me to communicate and advocate for a particular positive image of the future in my digital artifact on zero waste. This is because, as mentioned by Toffler in our Week 8 lecture, futurists shouldn't ignore the present, and their function is to effect change now, which is something I'm pushing for in my zero waste project. These dystopian illustrations, as well as the divide between the rich and powerful versus the poor, I explored in Don't Look Up and Alita Battle Angel specifically, pushed me to think about talking about human responsibility in my digital artifact, and especially in my third blog post coming out next Monday. Reflecting on the whole experience, I'm happy with my live tweeting throughout the semester. Obviously, there is always things I could have improved on, like including more research or subject materials and engaging with them further, but overall I'm satisfied with my experience and definitely have some new and more refined live tweeting skills to come away from the subject with. Thanks for listening.